cloak our skin. We cloak our skin, thin and fur, dazzled from sequences, but it's all a blur. An illusion of desperation, anticipation and lust. Showcasing what we feel, what we must. The tapestry of trends, of colours that mends. A hierarchy of collars, tailored trousers with no loose ends. But when will it end? Why will it last? Is it not the time to be proud, to wear what we desire at last? Through this, the crown of choice is changed, so embrace the desire of your inner power. It's not vain. Dress to express, for the rest will follow. Dress to express before you weaken and hollow. From what we cloak our bare bones in, let us rejoice in the choice to dress to express, and embrace deeply who we are to begin. Life ain't no dress rehearsal, so unapologetically express yourself. Because if not now, then when?
In March of 2022, the East Coast experienced catastrophic flooding. As loss was at an all-time high, there still remained hope to salvage some things. This is where our story begins.
I was pretty swamped with the amount of waste and the amount of loss that we were facing in Lismore and seeing all the waste on the street. I had quite an attachment to a lot of my clothes, so a lot of vintage pieces from my nonna, from my mum. My nonna was a vintage fashion collector. My mum is a fashion collector.
Maybe that's where you get it from.
It's definitely in the genes. Like, I was trying on these like amazing 60s sequins dresses. Like, there's a photo of me and my sister in my nonna's like 60s, like Audrey Hepburn sequin black dresses when we were like 5 probably. Like, during the flood, people were offering. A lot of the time it was mums who wanted to help and they couldn't come out and help in that like physical way on hand. So a lot of people were cooking food for people and dropping it off, and then a lot of people were putting their hands up to do washing. It was so helpful. So I had people volunteer to come and do my own washing. They came here, picked up my stuff, washed it, brought it back for me, some friends, some complete strangers. And then my friend called me. It was a Sunday. I was at my other friend's house. One of my friends called me. He was just like, Sammy, you've got to see this. I'm like, what? So many racks of clothes. All these costumes. It's very you stuff. It's stuff you would wear. And it's going to go in the bin. The trucks are coming. It's going to go into landfill. You have to come and have a look. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh, like my scavenger was like activated, and I was just like, excellent. And I'm also there being like, oh my God, don't go and get more things. I have to deal with my own personal possessions. But honestly, like, part of it is like happy distraction. Part of it is dopamine hit of just like, yay, like it gives me so much joy. Finding cool fashion things. So my friend and I were like, we've got to do it. And it was like 25 big racks of clothes out on the street, and the people who had owned the costume hire business were there, and I checked with my friend, have you spoken to them, have you asked them permission, etc, etc. She said yeah, she has them. We're there looking at them. We're all flood affected people too. Like, we're all just secondhand fashion obsessed, like flood affected people, so we were just having a look. And they gave us permission to take it. I said that my intention was to try and use it for something good, if there was a way to, sell any of it for some money for a community project or something like that. My friend's truck took it up the hill to my friend's shed and bagged it all up, and then over a period of 2 weeks put the call out on Facebook for people to come and collect it and take it back and wash it and drop it back off. So it took about 2 weeks initially for most of it to get picked up, to get washed, and then it was a process of about 3 months of collecting it all back up and people being like, I've still got this, okay cool, come and bring it back. And then eventually moved it all here into this front lounge room to store it.
Yeah.
And that's where we are now. Then I met you. You told me about your collections. You told me that, like, even though doing secondhand, that you wanted to create these looks.
Because it was that week. Because the whole moral around Arn-Ta-nea is like one of a kinds for all kinds, and to encourage people to use fashion as a form of expression.
Yeah.
And to do it unapologetically. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's amazing. The passion's there. And I was like, how do we spice it up a bit? And I need to find more clothes for it. And I want to do like reds and yellows and vintage stuff.
It's just like cool, and I just fully saw you in that, and I expressed that to you. I was just like, that's awesome. I haven't really heard about that. I mean, I'm sure people are doing it, but I was just like, it's such a good idea because it kind of tackles that thing of like what I was saying about sometimes it's a bit overwhelming to go secondhand shopping, or if you want a certain thing, it's like you got to trawl through all the stuff. But there's something about being able to just like look and see it's like curated and have the things that go with each other, and it's a bit more of a, I don't know, pleasurable shopping experience to have things sort of curated, and then the creative aspect of that to be able to be like, this is the look we're doing. And immediately, as you said, the descriptions of these collections you're doing, I was like, oh my God, that's such a vibe. And it was really speaking to that aspect of playing with different archetypes as well. It's just like, oh yeah, I could express in that way.
Go. And action. It's just all for like the fun aesthetic. Yeah.
Back to the streets.
Oh my God. Yeah, perfect. And we'll get you to the side. Sick. Awesome. From what we cloak our bare bones in, let us rejoice in the choice to dress to express, and embrace deeply who we are to begin. Life ain't no dress rehearsal, so unapologetically express yourself. Because if not now, then when?